We did. That's how we kind of came to it together and synchronized, speaking about our own experiences. But yeah, it's that idea, and I think as a father, that fear that just happens where your child becomes just an extension of you, either in failure or in triumph, and the humiliation or the pride that comes from treating a child as an object, and so. Yeah, and so the fact that, and that is quite a departure from the book, because in the book Victor has quite a doting father. And so kind of really keying into the circle, as you spoke of, like the circle, these patterns that he becomes blind to it. The creature, he doesn't even see him as a son, he sees it as just an extension of his triumph or his failure. And so it allows him to treat him with such cruelty because he just it's treating himself that way. And so the journey to get to have his, this version of himself, perhaps his child, his abused self that he recreates, has to chase him down into the Arctic to come and have a conversation with him and ultimately forgive him.
But also there's a lot of, through the years, decades of reading about Mary Shelley and the Romantics, and there's a lot of biography of Shelley in the book, and there's a lot of biography of Shelley in this. She had a terribly tense relationship with her father. Her last two books are basically about tyrannical father figures, and I tried to pack as much as possible in that, and at the same time do it differently. Shoot the construction of a creature like a waltz, like a joyous moment, as opposed to horror and all that. So if you read about the war, how it influenced the Romantic movement, Waterloo, one of the most beautiful poems Byron ever wrote was about Waterloo. So there's a lot of things that are there that if you know Gothic romance and the Romantics and all that, you'll spot more stuff.